What is going on, everybody? I'm your average gamer. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I finally realized that I had been ranked this entire time. I was that oblivious that I had no idea. Now, I was gold 5, keyword was, because we finally moving up. Yes, sir. I'm actually really surprised that I'm gold 4. Again, this is my first Overwatch experience, so I don't know. I'm just really happy that I actually ended up getting 2 gold in the first place. I thought I was going to be somewhere bronze or silver, but you know, again, just really surprising. I do have the gameplay that had gotten me to gold 4, which is coming up here in a minute, and I also show all the stats that I have gotten since I've been playing this game. And out of all the stats that I've got, I'm disappointed in just one of them. Now, apparently I've only played 8 games in ranked. I feel like I've played way more. Maybe it'll change here in like an hour or so, but I have a 50 win percent. So I've won 4 games and I've lost 4 games out of the 8. And I wish that was a little bit better. I want that to be a little bit better. I do play with a lot of randoms. I'm not trying to put all the responsibility on them or, you know, the blame on them by any means. I have a lot of accountability for sure, but it's just one of those things where I do realize when my teammates aren't pulling the weight or the other team is just really good and there's not much that we can do about it. But this right here is the game that gets me to gold 4, so I really hope that you enjoy this. If you do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Both are free and it helps me out tremendously. It'd be super appreciated. I'm going to try my best to commentate myself around this video. Like I said, I don't even know how I'm gold 4, so I don't even know what I'm doing half the time in this game. But every single time I watch a gameplay or I watch something back, I realize or I learn something that I need to do better. One of the huge thing is kind of my positioning. I need to work on where I am on the battlefield. One of the very first things I actually needed to work on was who I was shooting. And you'll see in this game that I really start focusing the Mercy, because a good Mercy can turn the entire game around. That's the support character, the amazing healer. A very good Mercy is super useful on your team. I know a lot of heroes are really good, especially a lot of support, but Mercy can give you a buff that makes you do more damage. She can revive, she can heal you, and with a good Mercy being able to kind of focus on every single player and not just pocket heal, which means you're focusing on only one person, such as the tank majority of the time, which tends to happen, leaving everyone else vulnerable. You know, I don't know, it just makes things a lot easier when you have a good Mercy on your team, but also when you take out the Mercy. Also, if you go back 10 seconds, watch how the tank just runs back to me because they realize that I am injured and they don't want me to necessarily die. And they're falling back just to help in general, because the further that they're up, they're going to die and everyone else is just going to push forward. This is something that I've started to realize is when you also have a bad tank on your team, oh, it's so bad. And vice versa, if you have a great tank on your team, they can do amazing things for you. It's not all just about the damage characters. To be honest, I've seen tanks single-handedly carry the game. Another thing that I'm working on, of course, every single day is my accuracy, my shot with whatever character I'm playing as. Now, again, I just like Ashe. I'm way better with Soldier. I can absolutely fry with Soldier. I dropped 53 eliminations in a ranked game with Soldier. But I'll rather drop less kills and have more fun with Ashe than, you know, be super sweaty, which is, again, fine. It's a competitive game. But, you know, I don't want to have to just use one player because I'm better at him or I feel as if I'm better with him. I have way more fun with Ashe. You know, sometimes when I hit a shot, like a nice flick or a nice shot, a couple headshots, it feels so good. And that's the exact same reason why I use her a lot. One thing I want to quickly point out is, I think in the last video I posted, I was talking about the skill-based matchmaking in this video. Now, as you realize, some of you may think that the other team isn't that great. And like, yeah, that's how I kind of felt, especially after, again, getting pummeled, which is the reference I make in my last video. I just feel like the skill-based matchmaking in this game is just so weird, because you're either on the team that's stomping on kids or you're being stomped on. And it's, I don't know, like, I wish there was just more competitive games, such as the overtime games, where it's just like a 20-minute game and everyone's doing kind of well, or it's very close and there's not just 2 or 3 players doing everything in the game, which is what I see sometimes. And I don't know, I wish it was a little bit more balanced in that sense. Or maybe it's just me. Again, I don't have the experience to really be saying any of this. This is just my experience off of playing the game for the past week. I'm actually really excited to hear your experience about this game. Like I said, this is my very first time ever playing Overwatch. I want to know if you played it, if you're a huge fan of it, if you don't like it, maybe you don't like first-person shooters at all. I just want to know your input. Also, I want to know whether you play on mouse and keyboard or controller. And again, let's all kind of keep it friendly here. We're playing the same game. Okay, we should kind of all be in the same boat together on this. I've said it once. I'll say it 100 times. I am having a fantastic time playing this game. I absolutely love it. I'm not the biggest fan of first-person shooters. The only one I really ever got into, I guess, was Call of Duty. I used to play a little bit of first-person shooters back in the day on PC, but now it's just completely different. I am a single-player gamer, but I don't know. This one just really captured my heart. I feel like I was kind of meant to play this because I never, ever checked the PlayStation Store, and I didn't even know this game was coming out. But I check it on the day that it releases, and it's free. And I was playing it since then, and again, I've just been having a great time playing it. And I've been seeing it everywhere, which is another good thing. All the streamers, all the popular streamers and stuff like that are starting to play it, which are just bringing life into the game. And plus the rank system in it is good. That's just what a lot of people enjoy. I enjoy it. I mean, I'm making a whole video about me being gold 4, which is again really exciting. I want to know your rank, okay? Like, and also what are like some tips and tricks that you can tell me to make me just immensely better and stuff like that. Just based off of my gameplay, maybe you can just tell me a simple thing. Like I said, I know I need to work on my positioning and my shot a little bit, and my battle IQ, which is basically who I'm fighting at the time and who I'm shooting and stuff like that. What will end up happening though is on November 9th, the new God of War drops, God of War Ragnarok, and that is something I've been waiting for years, like actually 4 years, like the number 4 years. I am a huge fanboy of Kratos, so as soon as that game comes out, this game will be adios until I'm bored of God of War Ragnarok. If you like God of War, be sure to check out all my God of War content. I post very good God of War videos. I think I'm amazing at the game. Not over the top, super great, like #1 the best, but I definitely am very underrated, I like to think. And I like to, you know, try to give you guys different build ideas with different armor sets and just talk about the game itself. So if that's something that you're interested in, be sure to check that out. But back on the subject of Overwatch 2, I'm actually really curious to see how popular this game gets. Now, I'm not saying Overwatch 1 wasn't as popular, but the fact that this game is free, and I have to put emphasis on that because I feel like it's not talked about enough. A free game will have a lot of players regardless. This game is fun, it's competitive, it's a real game that actually should have costed money. The fact that they made it free was genius. It's going to bring, I feel like, a lot of fresh new players to it that's going to kind of keep it alive. And again, I talked about this in my last video. Anything that's free, I mean, think about it. Apex was free, Call of Duty's Battle Royale was free, Fortnite was free, and they all kind of taken off. This game really does have a chance to be pretty popular. I'm actually curious to see what rank I would have been if I would have just played Soldier the entire time, now that I think about it. Because again, I just feel like I'm more efficient on Soldier. Like I can just take on, I'm not going to say anybody, but there's multiple times where I'm taking on 2-on-1, no problem. You know, I just shoot a rocket, get one out of my face, throw the heal at the ground, take on the other one. My aim is pretty good. Sometimes I can kill 2 enemies with 1 clip. That to me is the very fun, addicting part when you are able to do these things, especially when you see your improvement. But right now we are going to talk about the stats. So as you guys can see, it says that I have 1 hour played, which I'm sure it's about to change here in maybe just like a game or two. But I have 8 games played with 4-1, which is what I was talking about earlier. I lost the other 4. But something I'm actually really proud of is my kill streak of 14. Now, as much as I'm talking about Soldier and how I'm better with Soldier, I'm pretty sure I got that kill streak with Ash. Going down the list, I have 160 eliminations with 73 deaths. Now, I feel like that's okay. It's something I definitely want to improve on because dying in this game is crucial. You don't want to die because you can postpone a push. You can kind of just cripple your whole team because they're missing a key player, which is you. But with averages, I average about 18.5 eliminations with 8.5 deaths. Again, something I want to work on. I don't feel like that's that bad, to be honest. Around 20 eliminations a game. I feel like that's actually pretty good. I mean, I am playing the damage character, so I feel like that has to kind of be there, if not a lot better. But hey, always room for improvement. But that's pretty much going to do it for my video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and hit that like button, please. That would mean an absolute ton. And don't be shy to subscribe or comment down below anything you guys want. As always, I love y'all, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.